Yeah, it's your boy Paper City Panda, chilling with Music Exclusive TV, the hottest show coming out of Brooklyn, underground. They number one. Y'all know what time it is. I'm straight out of Harlem. I'm verifying that. Music Exclusives TV.
Alone, they kissing air, talking about they past, talking about connects, but man, she just laughs. She a thing of beauty, top model, she bad.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is your boy Leo from Music Exclusives, and today we are sitting here with Paper City Panda. Panda, what's going on today?
What's going on, man? Music Exclusives. How y'all doing, man? It's good to be here.
Doing good, man. So let's talk about your journey into music. Like, how did you get started?
I was doing like casting events, like castings, like a lot of casting calls. I did music videos, movies, and I just started working different fields of the music industry. So, you know, my first video was I was a little kid. My first video was Fat Joe and Ashanti, What's Love. So,
Oh, nice.
my first music video.
Keeping it in New York.
Yeah, you know it. Yep.
And what inspired you to get into music? Like, at what point in time did you realize this is something that I had a passion for and I wanted to do?
I'm gonna be honest. Like, chasing these girls and like trying to talk to these celebrities, these female celebrities. They used to always be like, you know, they used to tell the celebrities like, yo, stay focused on your career. You don't need no boyfriend. So I was like, all right, I gotta add something to my arsenal. So I started becoming a songwriter, and then from there I just started loving music, and I just grew into it.
Okay, cool. So your passion for music started off songwriting, and then that led into you becoming a rapper.
Yeah, and then I was in the music group Destined Allies. We was on the Spider-Man 3 tour. I was dressed up as Spider-Man all through the tour with Spider-Man versus Venom. Then we was underground at the UMA's 2015, you know, for best original group, best live performance. So, you know, then I broke off with my music group, so I faded away after that. And then, you know, all of a sudden, like through this pandemic, I was like, yo, you know what? Things start slowing up for me, so I couldn't move as fast as I usually move because things start slowing up during the pandemic. So I just said, yo, I just fell back with music and was like, you know what, let me just talk through music, let me go back, do records. And I started really sitting back thinking about music and how life ain't promised and all that. And I was like, yo, you know, let me just do one more album and give it one more shot. So that's like.
Let's take it back. So you talked about you was in a music group. How did the music group come together? How was it formed? And how long did the music group last for?
It lasted for a few years, you know. It started as me and Angel West was close. He from Virginia, so me and him was close, and then Roller had came along, and then we had ended up meeting Young Queen, and we all became a group as far as like Destined Allies and all that. So we was working with a few labels as far as Sony Records, Columbia Pictures, stuff like that. So, you know, we was a group for a while, you know. So.
Cool. So when you broke off from the group, you just started to pursue a solo career? Did you take a little break in between then? Were you just writing music for other artists? Like, what transitioned right after you left the group?
After I left the group, like, I was like going through some times after the group had broke up, but I started dialing up my catalog. I was just always writing records, making records, stacking up my catalog, and just constantly making records. I ain't never leave the studio. That's one thing I ain't never do. I ain't never leave the studio because that's like all I know how to do. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
in between that time, were you only writing for yourself, or were you ever like contributing to other people's projects?
I was writing for a singer, but she had ended up dying. Rest in peace to a singer by the name of Bethany Davis. So she had died and stuff. She had got murdered, and I never knew the real cover-up story on that, but kind of hurted me. That's why I said I went through a lot after that. But even though I was going through a lot and music frustrated me, you know what I'm saying, just with the politics of music and all that, you know what I mean? Like, to me, music is spooky. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like good hearts is, you know, good hearts in this music industry is like real tough. You feel me? But you know, just a lot of the things that was going on behind the scenes in the music industry, the powers that be, you know, all types of things. So it's just like, you know, I always stayed close to it, but I kept, you know, just making records and stacking my catalog up. Kept trying to be a great songwriter because they said at the end of the day, music sells through songs. And
Songs,
for some reason, like I was always like, I felt like I was always the odd person out. Like I was just the one that was like, "What's up?" I wasn't the one that you really hung with and hung out with. So I was always about getting money, moving around, staying positive, becoming the center of attention, catching popularity, and just trying to be that guy. You feel me? That was just real. You know. I ain't want to smoke screen nobody. I ain't want to fake like I ain't having nothing or I wasn't this person. I just was naturally me every step of the way.
Gotcha. Your true, authentic self. Were there anyone back in Harlem like that ended up becoming famous that you kind of grew up with that you can tell us about?
Well, when I was a kid, like Rex and Effects, Mace, you know, I'm from St. Nick Project, so that's where, you know, Mace came from. That's where Rex and Effects came from. You know, I know a lot of artists though, DJ Webstar, everybody, you know, that's a small circle in Harlem. I met him, I knew him, you know, but at the same time, I just always wanted to do my own thing. You know, that was always me doing my own thing. Like.
And what sites do you have for your music? You know, into the new year, like what are your plans? Like, what do you plan to bring to the table musically?
Yeah, well, right now I'm working on an album. It's almost done. You know, I'm calling this album Pandemic because during this time, this was the reason why I went back to music because a lot of things was going bad. You know, people was dying and stuff. So I said, let me just do something I love because tomorrow's not promised. So I went back and did music. So I'm hopefully going to drop an album next year. I'm getting ready to drop a single. But I got a new song. I got a song that's out right now and that's doing real good.
Let's talk about that. What's the name of the song?
I got a song called She Bad, you know. That's dedicated to all the beautiful women in the world. You know, I wrote that to them, just sexy women that, you know, that was in the club scene, that, you know, carry themselves a certain way with their attitude, you know. And I just felt the vibe of a club one night, and I just like, yo, it's a lot of beautiful girls in here. And
it's like an up-tempo banger?
It's like a hip-hop R&B.
Hip-hop R&B vibe.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I wasn't like, I'm not just, when I wrote this song, I wasn't just saying like, she's bad as in far as all the females is beautiful, but it was just the way they was carrying themselves this night and the way that everybody was dressed, you know what I'm saying? Like females was elegant, beautiful, they had nice attitudes, and I was just like, yo, she bad. Then I met this one and I was like, yo, she bad. And it was just
So you feel
like
this, the ladies gonna be able to relate to this?
Yeah, definitely, because I've just felt like, it was just everything with the female that made me write this song, and just mainly the attitude and the energy. Even though they was beautiful, but the attitude and the energy, that's like very important. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so it
And
was
that,
amazing.
That song, She Bad, is currently out right now on streaming platforms.
She Bad is out on all platforms, iTunes, TikTok, along with Return to the Mac. I only released 2 songs because I want everybody to get this album, so I just released 2 songs, but I got a lot of good records. I got a catalog full of good songs, and this album is going to be very special, and it's a very good album for the people, and it brings good energy into the universe.
So when can the fans expect to hear the full body, you know, the whole entire project? At what point next year? First, second quarter?
I'm gonna say like
You wanna
between
the summer release, maybe?
it could. I'm gonna say it could be towards the end of the summer.
Okay.
You know, because the singles got to take time to develop. Marketing, promotional companies moving around in the universe, but I'm gonna say towards the end of the summer, people should definitely look for the album. Okay. But I got some singles that's gonna be flying, that's gonna be hitting. So I'm definitely gonna be swinging. I'm definitely gonna be swinging before the summer. So, you know, I'm trying to get finished before towards me. I'm gonna say maybe towards the end of January, so I can start swinging like March, April, and it could just be performing, interviews,
things like that.
Yeah, you know.
Southwest is coming up in March too,
Yep.
so you might want to be a part of that.
Yep.
Are there any particular features or collaborations we can look forward to? Any particular producers you're working on?
I'm gonna just say one. It's a few features that's supposed to happen, but as far as one for right now, we just got Loaded Lux on the track, and we got Loaded Lux on a nice big record. So, like I said, I got some heat. So we coming. We definitely coming. I wanna be the face of Harlem, and I wanna be the artist that people wanna love. I wanna bring out good energy into the universe. So when I seen Chanel Moore and I seen Tasha Cobbs doing what they do, I was like, okay, boom, they putting out good energy, good records into the universe. I was like, yo, you know what? I could put out an album that's good, spicy, still hot, but at the same time, it brings good energy into the universe. Once I seen they did it, I said, yo, you know, let me take a shot.
I got a good question. Since you referenced Tasha Cobbs, does that mean your music doesn't reference any profanity? Are you saying that? Or no, not
I'm
really?
saying I control myself. It's basically no. Most of my music is no profanity. Like I could hit bars without cursing and all that. I could get straight to the point,
Gotcha.
concept of the topics of the music and all that. So yeah, but you know, it's a song here or there where
But it's not over. It's
yeah.
you know.
Y'all can follow me at Paper City Panda on Instagram. That's definitely where y'all can find me at. One of the hottest sports bettors in the world. Definitely want y'all to tune in. Music Exclusive. Thanks a lot for having me.
Yes.
Make sure y'all tune into my new video, She Bad Exclusive. Music Exclusives.